Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself? All is well?
Awesome.
Okay. Have you ever received a reading before, a psychic medium reading, or should I explain to you how I conduct sessions?
I received readings before, not directly from you, but I have been watching a lot of your YouTube videos, which is why I decided to work with you directly.
Okay. All right. Yay. Thank you for choosing me. What was I
Yeah.
going to say? Oh, there's so many things coming up with you. Expression is coming up with you. Painting is coming up with you. Creative writing, art. Art. A lot of art. Being artsy
Mhm.
or creative more so is coming up with you. However, before I called you, um, your spirit guides are saying your spirit guide said to me, "You're calling the storyteller," and I'm like, "What? The storyteller?" Yes, in your one of your past life. One of your past lives, you were someone that preserved the knowledge more so. When in certain cultures or
Mhm.
whatnot that the only information that they get is passed down from elders. And you were
Mhm.
someone that lived the culture, lived the tradition, and you were able to
Mhm.
pass down a lot of wisdom from people. I feel like you made the transition at 106 years old, because I'm seeing
Mhm.
106 is what they're saying. Um, what is your sign?
A Libra.
Yeah, balance. Yeah, artsy, creativity.
Mhm.
Right, right. Balance, dealing with
Mhm.
partnership as well. Ruled by the planet Venus. Definitely dealing with
Mhm.
love and attraction and things of that nature. Absolutely. But with that being said, beloved, I don't know if you are into researching, or if you're into like the occult, the occult things, and occult only means hidden, meaning you don't accept, what's been given to you, but you go ahead and find the hidden truth.
Yes. Mhm.
That kind of flow, that kind of energy. I'm not sure if you're
Mhm.
on that particular frequency, but this is the energy that your spirit guides is saying you will do well in. The number 9 is coming up
Mhm.
with you, so we're dealing with fertility. Are you pregnant or thinking about having children?
No, but I'm turning 26 and I do want children at some point when
Yeah.
I graduate with my master's in two
Okay.
years. I definitely want to have children at some point.
It's coming up. The number 9 definitely for you is fertility, 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 and again, it could be fertility in childbirth, and it could also be fertility in the things around you, or the stuff that you want to put into, put forth, or whatever it is that you're planting. The planting season, whatever it is that you're planting, it will come forth. It will
Mhm.
blossom. Fertility. Definitely that. Make sure that you don't allow people to, walk all over you or take advantage of you. I'm picking that up a lot. So
Mhm.
just be mindful of that. Definitely be mindful of that. Do you have a boyfriend now?
No, not right now.
Okay. Um, this brother that I'm seeing right here, he's like a smooth operator. And what I mean by smooth is like he a JQ GT kind of guy. I don't know, JQ or GT, I don't know. But he's gonna come from a big family, and I think you're gonna fall in love with him. Um, and it could be the spiritual alignment that it already must
Mhm.
have had happened in the ethers. On a
Mhm.
spiritual dimension or whatnot. But when you do finally fall in love, you're gonna feel it. You're not gonna hesitate with it. So this is a
Mhm.
situation. I don't know if you've been going back and forth or battling with, is this the right one for me? Is that this not the right one for me? And so forth and so on. But moving forward, what the spirit realm is saying is that when she finally do fall in love, she's gonna fall in, and you're gonna feel it instantly. You're gonna know that this person is for me. So what I'm saying
Mhm.
to you is, whenever you get in a relationship and it don't feel right, it's not for you. I don't care how much,
Right.
how good he look or whatever he's doing. Um, and I feel more so like it's either, damn, let me hear this thing. Cause they're saying it's either he gonna come from a big family or he's gonna come from a family that is like the person's gonna have like two sisters or just a brother, like something small. So
Yeah,
that
it's
right
funny
there.
that you brought that up about comments, like going back and forth with it too, because I'm on my spiritual journey, and I, feel like I worked really hard to get to the place of silence that I am in with meditating and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I don't want anyone coming in and interrupting that. And the one I had a reading a while back, and she said the same thing with this person. So that's so interesting.
Well, what just clicked to me, you say you're 26, so you're turning 27, and that's also the number 9 vibration. And this is a 1 year. So 9 is dealing with completion, right? Endings of cycles, only for you to what? Begin something new again. New beginnings, new endeavors, new relationships, new business ideas, meeting new people, networking and stuff like that. I feel like with you more so, anything dealing with healing, anything dealing with the arts expression. I don't know if you're a painter or a writer or anything of that nature. That you would definitely do good at that. Counseling is also coming up. Bringing about balance, bringing about peace, making just sure that everyone is all copacetic. That's coming up with.
Yeah, that's what I'm in for too.
Oh, that's what you're in for. Okay, so then good. All right. So then good. Um, what are you, October or September?
September.
What is it?
The 24th.
Okay, right, number 6. Flip it upside down, it's number 9. Absolutely. Yeah. And then you talking about September, you talking about the 9th month. So you talking about double 9 there, or 9 6.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or 6 6. 6 6 9 9. And if you say you see my videos, I am a 6. So definitely dealing with healing, definitely dealing with accepting or discovering the hidden truth, of things more so, and then too, understanding your own value. And then too, don't get a. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you are a player or you just are attracted to different men, but you got this variety on a high thing, and it's nothing wrong with being attracted or wanting to explore different men or date. I'm the nice word is dating. Right? It's okay, because your spirit more so, the person that you will be compatible with, is a number that is a person that might have an 8 vibration, or rather a 2 vibration. What I mean by 8 and 2 vibration is his birthday may be, like, say for example, February something, because that's the number 2, or his birthday may be December the 2nd, or December the 8th, or be born in the 8th month more so, number 2 vibration, number 8 vibration. Why? Because the number 2 vibration deals with balance, deals with unity, deals with the masculine side, and deals with the feminine side. And then the number 8 deals with Kundalini ascension, as above, so below. And then 2, those 2 is good. What they're saying is partnership frequencies or energies for you. Libras more so deal with partnership, understanding the 7th house of partnership. So I'm just giving you some advice when you begin to explore your different options in dating.
Okay.
Yeah. What you say you was in school for again? I'm sorry.
Psychology, and my
Oh.
minor is sociology, and I graduate next year, and I'm planning on going to Howard for my master's in 2 years. But I really want to get into holistic health,
Mhm.
healing, chakras, all that kind of stuff. And my
Mhm.
goal is to teach people, a dysfunction in the spiritual realm creates a dysfunction, in physical manifestations too.
Okay, but that's you're not going to get that from no school.
Right, yeah. I've been through the life has been teaching me, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Like channeling. Ain't no professor taught me how to channel.
Uh-huh.
The hell wrong with you? You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
No such thing, right?
Uh-huh.
No such thing. So,
Mhm.
in any event, beloved, I would definitely keep an eye out for that. Um,
Mhm.
you have any questions?
I started to work with my ancestral altars, and I have been, guided and directed to start working with the goddess Oshun. And then also elate by the king of the crossroads. So with my ancestors, I don't really know that many people in my family, so I'm kind of confused with just jumping into it and not wanting to attract any unwanted energy. I know it's all about my vibration too, but I've been kind of taking it step by step, making sure that I do, everything the right way.
But there's no right way. There's just the way that you do it.
Right. Yeah. Mhm.
There's no right way. The only reason why I asked you if you had any questions is because I see a very dark skinned man, um, in my face. And he feels like an ancestral energy, and that's the reason why I asked you, do you have
Mhm.
any questions? Because I figured that you would ask me about, oh, is such so and so or somebody on the other side, but you spoke about Papa Legua. So when you speak about Papa Legua, and I see the spirit in you, and I asked you if you have any questions, I'm assuming that Papa, the energy, okay, let's be clear, the energy of Ashua Legua is with you. Now, when you talk about Oshun,
Mhm.
um, that energy didn't come forth. But I
Mhm.
don't. You might just be giving Ashua Legwa a little bit more than you giving Mama
Mhm.
Oshun, or it's a
Mhm.
situation now where you need him. Because
Mhm.
again, I always, every time my clients ask questions about altars and who to work with and how to work with them and stuff like that, the first thing that I ask is, what is your intentions? Why? Say for example, like
Mhm.
like like me and you right now, right? What was your intentions of calling me?
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Your intentions of calling me is to receive messages from the spirit realm or to receive any type of spiritual advice that I can give you. That was your intentions, right? Of
Mhm.
calling me, right? So
Right.
now, right. So now the situation is, what is your intentions of working with these particular people? Because you can't just work with these people just because you know what
Right.
they can do. You can't just work with me because you
Mhm.
know that I can do. You can't do that. You gotta,
Right.
what is your,
Mhm.
what's your purpose? Um
Mhm.
so that's my message to you more so, but in terms of Ashu and Legwa, and opening up the
Mhm.
doors for you, and it could be opening up the doors for, opportunities and money, because that's what's coming up.
Mhm.
You getting a new
Mhm.
job, or just making, getting finances, do your own little side hustle.
Mhm.
That is good. And again, entrepreneurship is on a rise for you.
Mhm.
And it doesn't happen overnight. Like, I didn't become this person overnight. I didn't get all of these
Right.
subscribers overnight. um
Mhm.
so it doesn't happen overnight. Definitely be patient. You're 26 years old, so you're at a very good peak in your life right now. And absolutely,
Mhm.
and again, 26, 2 plus 6, you're dealing with 8. So you're dealing with the
Mhm.
infinite sign, infinity, as above, so below. So to the extent that you want to
Mhm.
continue to rise, um, in spiritual aura energy, you have to definitely deal with the egotistic side of you as well. That's also symbolic to the scales.
Right.
Um, give me a second.
Mhm. Okay.
Did you know your grandpa from your father's side?
Um, no, and not my mother's side either. Neither one of us.
Hmm. How's the relationship between you and your father?
So we don't communicate. We don't talk at all.
Mhm. Cause it's father energy coming forth. Um, a lot of, his side is coming, coming through, and I'm like, okay, well, let me see what's
Mhm.
going on here first.
Yeah.
That might be
Mhm.
the reason why they're coming forth, because you and him don't have a good, relationship. So it's like, hey, we still come and represent him, although you and him don't have a good relationship, but still know that his family or his side of the family is still with you. That's what I'm getting out of this
Okay.
line of uh grandmother, grandpa, great grandma, great grandpa, a line of them. They're dark skinned people though. They're dark skinned. Um,
Mhm.
they're dark skinned folks. Um,
Okay.
Probably from Central Africa or something like that. Zimbabwe. Where's Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe. I think it's Central Africa. Like,
Mhm.
I just kind of feel their aura, their energies, like warrior type, the warrior type, like the
Yeah.
Ashantis and stuff like that. Yeah. You know anything about that?
Mhm. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, do you know anything about that?
Not really, because like I said, with my father, when I was around, we were kind of close when we were younger. But
Mm.
when I was younger, but as time moved on, our relationship dwindled because I went to college and he's supposed to be helping me pay for stuff, and that was my second chance with allowing him back in. And when he
Mm.
kind of, didn't hold up his part of the deal, that erased that relationship completely, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Ooh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And even with my ancestral altar, with his mother,
Mm.
I knew she was a good woman from when I was younger. So I did not want to close her out of my, getting in touch with my spiritual realm. So I definitely,
Mm.
invited her and my great grandmother on his side,
Oh,
to
yeah.
energy being because I didn't want to leave them out.
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. So then that's why it makes sense of why the father side is coming forth, because the gates is open for them to come and speak to me, and you got this altar set up for them. It's like a portal. Okay, so then yeah, so
Mhm.
then it would make sense, but I feel like the masculine energy is coming forth first, because it's like, the fathers have to be responsible for the man in a sense. It's like,
Mhm.
who taught you to be a man? Because your mama is going to be a nurturer, but who taught you how to be a man? You know,
Mhm.
and it is only your father who can teach a boy to be a man. It's only a man that can teach a man how to be a man. So that's why I kind of feel
Mhm.
perhaps why the masculine side is coming forth first. But I do see a pair. I do see unity. I do see, grandma and grandpa, great grandma, great grandpa. I do see that.
Mhm.
You know. Uh huh. You have any other questions?
That was one of my big things was that side of the family, and even
Mhm.
opening or acknowledging them at my altar and creating my altar to work with. Then starting to get into reading my tarot and oracle card and things as such. And I'm glad that you brought up creativity because in my
Mm.
last reading that I had a little while ago with another individual, she brought up my creativity and how there's a blockage and how I need to get back into that creative swing. Pretty much all I do is go to work and school and then I redo
Mm.
everything, over. I used to like to write,
Mm.
dance, sing, everything with creativity, but I feel like my solar plexus has really been blocked.
Mm. Mm.
Or I won't say so much blocked. It feels like I'm not feeling as much, energy as I used to in terms of, that area.
So it's been tampered with, let's say that.
Mhm.
I mean, tampered with or blocked. If you your and there's nothing wrong with a chakra level being blocked. You get what I'm saying? It's actually a good thing that you can familiarize, or because some people don't even know what chakra is blocked. You get what I'm saying? I will recommend that you take an Oshun bath, since you resonate with that energy. Are you speaking about solar plex? And Oshun deals with the color yellow vibration. I would recommend that you take an Oshun bath. You know,
Okay.
um, either you do it, or either you get it on my site, whichever way. You get what I'm saying? But because you already working with that energy, and we speaking about the solar plex, that's what you should get involved with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for sure.
But I really, I don't. The spirit realm is not giving me any warnings, quote unquote, for you. It's just the recognizing, or just the reminder of who you are. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is where you come from. This is the powers that you hold. So just put this into play. Put this stuff into play. You know. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, for sure.
Okay. You have other questions?
Definitely, for sure. I think you pretty much answered all of the questions that I have in terms of like the creativity and my father's side. 'Cause like I said, I was kind of iffy about even acknowledging them on my altar, since we did not have, that big of a relationship. But I know that from the time meeting my grandmother, his mother, she was definitely a good person for sure.
Absolutely. Just cause your father physically isn't matching up to his part, doesn't mean that you can't acknowledge the spirit realm. I mean, that is your grandmother. That is someone that you knew. If either you acknowledge her or you don't acknowledge her, it still won't affect you in any way. That's just, you just don't choose to work with them. And that's fine. But that's why I was saying again, what is your intentions on working with her? What is something that that she can help you with? Is it with finding love? Is it with cooking? Was she a spiritual person? Did she know magic? You get what I'm saying? Why are you?
Yeah, and that's another thing too that I've been like with my ancestors, because I'm really into healing. A lot of times people gravitate to me. I've been noticing lately, the more that I meditate, I feel energy in my third eye, my neck chakra, and then I talk to my coworkers and different people, and unknowingly, I'm talking about stuff that they went through that they haven't even mentioned to me. So I've been trying to utilize my connection with my ancestors to maximize and find out who in my lineage was into, spirituality that can come through right now and help me to sharpen my abilities.
Well, I mean, for now, the energy of Eshu Elegwa has came through to open up that door for you. And again, we're dealing with the Gemini energy, so we're dealing with the physical and the spiritual realm, right? That's where you took my spiritual. So I mean, no one directly came and said, "Hey, I'm here to help her," but your father's side did come through. And if that's something that you was already thinking about, then this is a confirmation for whatever it is that you was going through.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Especially, because like I said, I don't really know too far of my lineage, so that's definitely good confirmation with his side of the family, for sure.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. You have other questions?
No, I think you pretty much answered everything. The main goal today was to learn more about, the ancestors and with my altar, and it's good to know, that energy did kind of come forward.
Oh, then there you go. And I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm glad that you chose me. This session has been.
Absolutely.
Yes, this session has been recorded. Would you like to keep it private, or you give me permission to upload it publicly?
You can upload it publicly.
Okay, not a problem. So I'll send this off to you as soon as possible, and then I'll upload it after. All right.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Indeed, beloved. Thank you. Bye bye.